My life was just fantastic. I loved my life. I had it all. I was married to my college sweetheart, and with my husband of 17 years, we designed and built our dream home in the foothills of Santa Barbara, California. And I also owned and operated an 18-room bed and breakfast just 84 steps to the beach. I wouldn't have wanted to change it in the world, but that dream life in 1991 crashed. It shattered. My marriage ended in a divorce, and I was forced to file bankruptcy. I lost the business and the home. The home that I thought I was going to live in for the rest of my life was gone, disappeared. And then I remember telling my friends, at least I had my health. But little did I know that was in jeopardy, because in October of 1993, I heard those horrible words, "Beverly, you have breast cancer." I was never a writer. I was not one of those kids that had a diary, but I realized that I had so many emotions that I had to find a way to release this. And for me, picking up just a blank piece of paper and a pen and letting those feelings, those emotions flow out onto paper was so valuable for me. And I realized the more I wrote, the clearer I understood why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and the clearer I became, and I could take action. I could start to become an advocate of my health. And it gave me that confidence to know that my feelings were okay, and it gave me a place to voice it. And so my journal became my healing companion, became my confidant, became my friend. I went everywhere with this journal. I think it's normal in the process to feel that numbness when you're first diagnosed, because you just can't believe it. But then the more you start to ask questions, the more you start to get into the understanding of what your prognosis is and what your treatments are, the more you get into doing the research and talking to other survivors, then you start to realize where you need to go and what you need to do, and you start to kind of take control. And through all of this, I experienced such wonderful life lessons. When I finished all my treatments, and they gave me this certificate that I had finished my radiation, and it was a joy. I mean, I was thrilled at that moment. But then the next day I woke up and I thought, oh my goodness, this world that I came to love, this cancer community with my doctors and my nurses that I saw almost every day, they were no longer going to be in my life. And then all of a sudden, I'm on my own now. I found that for me, giving back was really important. And I wanted to give back in a big way. I saw that those cancer survivors that were ahead of me gave me so much hope and so much life that I wanted to give back just like they were giving back. So when I saw that this journal was a really helpful tool for me to cope with my emotions, I said, you know, I've got to give back to these survivors in a way that can help them on their journey. And that's where my healing companion really took off. Having now published My Healing Companion, I am very blessed and honored to be able to have the opportunity to go across the United States, sharing the journaling process with other survivors, talking about how you can benefit from journaling. I've given workshops to not only cancer survivors, but also their caregivers. So I've been very, very blessed to have this opportunity to share with those that are touched by this disease. Can I give you a hug?
Oh, yeah.
My Healing Companion, I look at it as a book that's written by a survivor for a survivor. And I have taken you through the emotions that I feel people experience when they are going through a cancer diagnosis. First of all, when you open the book, it says, My Healing Companion was completed by, and I want you to put your name in that book because this is yours. This is your private thoughts. Now you can share it with someone, or you can feel like this is just yours and no one has to look at it. But I want you to get your name in there and feel like you're taking ownership of this book. first chapter is Why Me? This chapter was really important for me because I felt like when I heard those words, it was why me. I was upset. I didn't understand why I had to have this disease. This was not supposed to be me. And in that chapter, I encourage us to look at the positive things about us, because why me is addressing the victim. And we want to move from the victim to the victor. So what we do here is look at the positive things that are in you, your gifts. So I have you list the best qualities. What I would like to have you do is take about 2 minutes and list your best qualities. To give you some examples, I'm loving, I'm friendly, You sit down and you write out the things that you know you're really good at. Oh, maybe you're friendly, you've got a great smile, you've got a lot of humor. So write those down on those little Post-it notes and put them all over your bedroom wall, on your refrigerator door, on your computer screen, in your car. Get those positive thoughts, those best qualities out in front of your eyes so that you can begin to believe in who you are. Everybody goes through cancer differently. You know, you may not experience anger. You may not feel the why me's. I've heard that all the time. I never felt like a why me. One lady told me, I never felt like why me? Why not me? Because it's going to hit someone in our family. Why not me? So I want to just make sure that everyone understands that their feelings are different. They come on at different times. So we all face it in different ways. So my book is set up the way I went through it, but doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to experience it that way.